Hey everybody. So happy Thursday. Coming from very, very sunny Arizona, very warm, so I get to wear tank tops again. But I wanted to share an experiment that I did. So I was in the 99-cent store, and they have those sticks that you put in oils, and then you turn it upside down, and then the oil drips. Well, for me, those are so powerful. I quite literally can't be around them in any room because they're so overpowering, so I've never really bought them. I have to walk to the far side of the aisle if someone plays around with them because they're so strong. But I like the idea, so I wanted to come up with my own version. So here's what I did. At the 99-cent store, I picked up a pack of toothpicks. Now, I already had the oil. So what I did is I took the remaining oil, which was about like this, and I put it in this container. Now in this container I had maybe about that much oil, but I also added a tablespoon of tea tree oil conditioner. Now the reason I add that is because I wanted to cut the potential for the smell to be really super strong. Now, tea tree oil to me in small amounts is actually a really nice smell. As a conditioner, it actually has a very fresh smell, in my opinion. So it was 1 tablespoon, approximately, of tea tree oil hair conditioner, and then about half this container was this oil. So then I loaded it up with toothpicks. So let it sit for about 2 days. Now here's how it turned out. So I just now doing this. So it's a really nice smell. It's not overpowering. Barely smell from this distance. Smell it nice, and it's not affected me. So I am thanking the conditioner for that. Now, why the world would you use something like this? Actually, let me bring this toothpick out because I want to show you that, because everyone has seen the size of a toothpick, but this is a great size for a van. You can put this in your garbage. You can just stick it maybe in a little piece of flour green foam. Put it on the dashboard. Leave it on your dashboard. If you're super sensitive to smells like me, whether you're asthmatic or just chemical sensitive, this is going to be a nice alternative. It's a little bit, it has a nice fragrance, but it's not overbearing. Now, I also wanted to try the pine cone effect. What I did is once this was empty, I loaded it with toothpicks. So there's no real oil in there, but the scent's still in there. So we can kind of hear it. So, as you can see, there's no oil on this at all. So I'm going to try to show that to you. So it's still completely dry. This is extremely light. I mean, like, I had to bring it all the way up here just to even smell it. So if you are even more chemical fragrance sensitive than I am, this actually might be a great choice for you. But again, remember what I did is I used up all the oil. I poured it all into here. So it's not like this was completely oil-free. Otherwise there'd be no fragrance. But I poured all the oil from this out into another container after using some of it for other purposes. And then I put the toothpicks in there. No cutting it with anything. It was just dry toothpicks in an empty container of oil. Let it sit for 2 days. Maybe if I let this sit for a few more days, it might be more fragrance, but I doubt it because, again, any oil that was left in there was just maybe a couple drops at most. This is more just the toothpick soaking up the rest of the fragrances. But if you are extremely sensitive, this might be a good choice for you. Again, I cut this with conditioner. This had nothing. Great for putting in your garbage, your toilet bucket, whatever you use. Putting it around your van in general, things like that. You still want to smell, but you don't want them extremely. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll take a pictures of these two. I'll put what I did down on my Facebook page, which is just facebook.com/Sierra Night Tide. So that way, if you want to read these instructions and see the pictures up close, then you got it. Other than that, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I hope you have fantastic weekend plans, or as I'm going to say, I'm going to kill you with this idea. Take care of yourself, be good to yourself, do something for yourself. So, just me. Anyways, for Thanksgiving, I'm going to volunteer, and I would love to hear what everyone else is going to do for Thanksgiving. So leave a comment, tell me what your plans are, and if you're in Arizona, please let me know. I'd love to get together for coffee or tea, or going to a park, or just saying hi. So, hi!